You learn a lot, like a lot, about somebody if you are locked up with them for 16 months in a cell, just the two of you. You'll learn a lot. You can either really like that person or you can come to really hate that person. And it sounds as though the person who was locked up with Jesse McFadden, that name is familiar because he just killed his entire family and 2 kids who were sleeping over. All 7 bodies found dumped on his sex offender ranch, that's his registered address, in Oklahoma. And now his former cellmate is speaking out. To be clear, his former cellmate was not in for the same filthy charges that Jesse McFadden was in for. Jesse McFadden was in for criminal rape. He raped a 15-year-old at knife point. And while he was in, he had a contraband phone, and he was actually looking up naked pictures of kids, and he was charged with that. And on the day that he committed those murders of his entire family and those other 2 kids, he was supposed to be in court for that second offense. That didn't happen. James Fleming was his cellmate, was not in for any kind of sexual offense, let me be clear. But he certainly knew Jesse McFadden well, knew him personally, ended up sharing a 2-man prison cell with that rapist, mass murderer, for more than a year. Again, clear, James Fleming was not incarcerated for any sex-related or violent crime, but he joins me live now. James, thank you so much for being on. I'm sure all of this comes as an absolute shock. Can you give me some insight as to the person who Jesse McFadden was, the person you knew?
So when I first met Jesse, he just seemed like a normal, clean-cut, another inmate, another convict. But, as we moved in together and we shared a cell, it's about, I would say about 6 months into it, I just realized how weird he was. His conversations would always turn into sexual conversations. He was just a very awkward guy. I caught him, stalking nurses down at the medical facilities. He was just your very, very awkward, weird person.
There was some report that he had actually assaulted someone in the prison as well.
I don't know. I'm not sure about him assaulting anybody in the prison. It might have been before I knew him.
Okay. While you had, you say that you never were at ease, that you slept with one eye open. Tell me about that.
Oh, definitely. So about 6 months into our, living arrangement, he came out and told me that he was in prison for rape. Of course, he justified it. He gave me his side of the story, which I found out later was not true. But, at the same time, he's telling me that, his first rape offense was like statutory, I guess you would call it, like a 18-year-old and a 17-year-old girl and her parents found out or whatever. But, I'm sitting there thinking about it while he's telling me, and I'm just like, man, you don't get 20 years for that, a statutory rape charge. You get 20 years for something very serious and very violent. So he knew that I knew that he was full of crap, And so after that day, just the demeanor in our cell changed. And unfortunately, in Oklahoma, you can't move out of a cell. Once you're in there with somebody, you're stuck. Unless you fight them or you get in trouble, you're stuck with them. So I was stuck. And I definitely was very uneasy. When you're locked in there with somebody at night, you can't get out. Nobody can hear you if you guys are fighting or anything. And so I always had to look over my back. I always had to sleep with one eye open, definitely.
Were you angry that he was let out of his sentence 3 years early, ultimately still facing similar kinds of charges of child pornography?
Well, yeah, of course. We stopped being cellmates in 2015. And even throughout the rest of my incarceration, and then whenever I got out of prison, I kept up with him. I was looking on the Oklahoma State Court Network to see when he was going to have to face, the charges that he got while he was at that other prison. I was, looking up to see where he lived. That's how I found out him and Holly got married. I was looking up to see, if he had faced these charges that he was accused of, that he was guilty of. And I saw their marriage certificate, and it just blew my mind. I don't know why they would let him out of prison, why they didn't just take him straight to county jail and await those charges.
And I know you're upset because you reached out to police to, let them know that this was a registered sex offender, and it was nerve-wracking that you couldn't even see where he was registered. And then ultimately, after the killings, you let them know how upset you were. The one thing that I just want to let our viewers know about is that you actually had quite a deep connection to Holly, his wife, who he just murdered, along with her 3 kids and their 2 friends. That you used to be a pen pal of hers when you were incarcerated. She told you that that she loved him, or she told you that she loved you. And then on February 20th and February 21st, you had this text exchange with her, still as a friend, saying, "Hey," and she texted back, "Hi, how are you?" And you said, "Doing great, finally enjoying my life. I see you have a different last name." And then she says, "Yeah, me and Jesse got married." And you say, "How are the kids?" And she says, "They're great and huge, LOL." So clearly you had a good relationship with her. This must be devastating, this news that not only Holly, but her 3 children are dead.
Yeah, I just feel like this definitely should not have happened. It definitely should have been avoided. After I had that text exchange with her, I contacted the police department where their married out of the city where their marriage certificate was listed as, and of course he wasn't on the sex offender registry. So I contacted them. I say, "Hey, there's an offender in your area. He's not on the registry." They say, "Well, the state has a public list." And I went and checked that list, couldn't find him. Got back to him, said, "Hey, this guy's a predator. He has multiple offenses." Just trying to warn him, just wanted to say something. I couldn't say much to her because I didn't know if he read her text messages. I didn't want him to see them and hurt her,
Understand.
the exchanges between us. I just wanted to keep it, straight, friendly. But, when I reached out to the law enforcement and they didn't get back with me, I was just like, what the heck, man? This could have been avoided. This could have been avoided.
It's confounding. Jesse he was a monster without question. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.